Jai Shri Gurudev. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ravian, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, BGSIMS, Chikaballapur. Dear students, in this video I am going to explain the concept credit risk. Credit risk. Okay. So in the subject risk management. So this is one aspect which is included in the risk management subject. Okay. So first let me explain what is a credit and what is a risk is. So credit means the ability of a customer to obtain goods or services before payment based on the trust that payment will be made in future. So credit, which means is the ability of a customer to obtain any goods and services before payment or without payment of money immediately. So based on the trust that payment will be made in future. Okay, and risk means it is a possibility or probability of loss, probability of injury or any loss, damage. That is a risk is. So now credit means is the ability of a customer to obtain a goods and services without any payment, and risk means it is the possibility of loss or damage or injury. Okay, so let me explain what is credit risk is. The term credit risk is defined as a potential that a borrower or counterparty will fail to meet its obligations in accordance with agreed terms. So here a potential customer, a potential borrower or a potential counterparty who is not meet or who is failed to meet its obligations in accordance with agreed terms and conditions. The potential borrower in the sense who is able to pay, who has ability to pay, who is ability to solve its obligation, their obligations, who can able to pay the amount of dues. So they are not they are not ready to pay, they are fails to pay the amount, they fails to pay or to meet their obligations, the two accordance with the agreed terms. So this is what credit risk. ಸೊ ಯಾರು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸು, ಯಾರು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬಾರೋವರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕೌಂಟ್ರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರೇ ಅವರ ಆಬ್ಲಿಗೇಷನನ್ನು ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ದ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್. Probability of loss from a credit transaction, any credit transaction. See, credit, one more thing you have to keep in mind that credit transaction means it is a transaction where the payment or receipt will be postponed to future date. It may be a payment or a receipt. So that payment or receipt will be postponed to future date. That is what credit transaction is. So in that kind of credit transactions, if there is any probability of loss, that is a credit loss, credit risk. Okay, and nextly losses can arise in a number of circumstances. So losses may arise from any circumstances in any way. These are some examples of credit risk or credit loss. A consumer may fail to make a payment due on a mortgage loan, credit card or line of credit or any other loan. So if any customer fails to make a payment or repayment of mortgage loan or the credit loan or a credit card loan or line of credit or any other similar type of loans, so that is also comes credit risk. And nextly, a company which is unable to pay the asset secured fixed or floated charge debt. If any company which is unable to repay the asset secured fixed loan or floated loan, fixed debt or floating charge debt. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಡೆಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಫ್ಲೋಟೆಡ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಡೆಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅದನ್ನು ರೀಪೇ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು, ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪೇ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ. If the credit invoice or if the trade invoice is due, in such case the consumer or business is not ready to pay, is not able to pay, then that is also that business or consumer is considered as insolvent, and the transaction will be considered as a credit risk. And then a business does not pay an employee's earned wages when it is due. So at the every month end, company has to pay salary, or on every circumstances company has to pay wages to its employees for their work. If they fails to pay that, if it is due, when it is due, if the company fails to pay that amount of wages and salaries to its employees, that is also credit risk. One circumstances in which credit risk will happen. A business or government bond issuer does not make a payment on a coupon or principal amount. So if the government or a business organization is not ready to pay a coupon amount or payment on coupon or a principal payment to a borrower or a bond issuer, so that is also one circumstance. Then an insolvent insurance company does not pay a policy obligation. So insurance company, if they fails to pay a compensation to a customers when it is due, then there is also one circumstance. Then an insolvent bank won't return funds to a depositor. Depositor will deposit amount in the banks with trust, but if the bank won't return that funds of deposits to its depositors, that is also one circumstance for the credit risk. Okay, so these are the some circumstances in which credit risk is included. Then there are some forms of credit risk accordance with the Reserve Bank of India. As per Reserve Bank of India, there are some forms of credit risk which is mentioned below. First one is non-payment of the principal of the loan and or the interest on it. If any person fails to pay or fails to repay a principal amount of loan or interest thereon. Next one, contingent liability like letter of credit, guarantees issued by the bank on behalf of the client, amount not deposited by the customer. So usually the banks will issue credit, letter of credit and guarantees to persons on behalf of its customers. If that customers fails to pay the amount, if that customers fails to pay the amount to that guarantees or letter of credit, then we can consider that as a one form of credit risk. Then next form of credit risk is in the case of treasury operations, default by the counterparties in meeting the obligations. If any counterparty is defaulting in their meeting obligations in the treasury operations, in the treasury transactions or financial transactions, and that will be considered as credit risk. In the case of securities trading, settlement not taking place when it is due. So in the foreign exchange or in the security exchange transactions, if the settlement is not made, that is also one form of credit risk. And nextly, in the case of cross-border obligations, which means inter-country transactions, foreign transactions, any default arising from the flow of foreign exchange or due to restrictions imposed on remittances out of the country. So periodically government will impose some restrictions on the remittances out of the country. If the government impose such a restrictions, and that becomes credit risk, definitely credit risk will happen. If the default arising from a flow of foreign exchange, then we definitely definitely will incur credit risk to the parties who involved in that foreign exchange transactions. Okay, so these are the some examples and some forms of credit risk which is issued by the as per Reserve Bank of India. Next topic is types of credit risk. So credit risk means the risk of loss which is involved in credit transactions. Then what and all the types we have under credit risk? First one is credit default risk. Credit default risk. See, in the term itself we can understand credit default. the amount of credit is defaulting, which means the person is not able to pay, is not ready to pay. What it is, let me see. The risk of loss arising from a debtor being unlikely to pay its loan obligation in full, or the debtor is more than 90 days past due on any material credit obligation. Default risk may impact all credit sensitive transactions, including loans, securities, and derivatives. See, the risk of loss which is arising from a debtor, not from any other person. The debtor who is liable to pay is not ready to pay, is not unlikely to pay its obligations, loan obligation. So debtor is more than, if the debtor is more than 90 days past due on any material credit obligation, then we consider that as a credit default risk. See, debtor will get 90 days time period to meet their obligations. A debtor will get 90 days of time to repay the amount. If that payment is due after 90 days, then credit default risk will happen. We should consider that as credit default risk. So that default risk may impact all sensitive transactions of the organization, and that will affect on loans, securities, and derivatives. Okay. And second one is concentration risk. Concentration, particularly concentrate on particular aspect. The risk associated with any single exposure. So this risk or concentration risk will associated with only one aspect or a single exposure or a group of exposures with the potential to produce large enough losses to threaten a bank's core operations. That potential exposure, or that a group of exposures or a single exposures will going to give a big loss, potential to produce large losses to a bank core operations. So your concentration risk is going to arise from the single exposure or a group of exposures, and that exposures will going to produce a large enough losses to a bank core operations. And it may arise in the form of single name concentration or industry concentration. In simple, the concentration risk means the risk of loss happened in a particular aspect, in a single exposure or in a group of exposures. And lastly, country risk. So country risk of the risk of loss arising from a sovereign state freezing foreign currency payments, or when it defaults on its obligations. This type of risk is prominently associated with the country's macroeconomic performance and its political stability. So your country risk means, so the risk arising from a foreign currency payments, that is conversion risk, or it may be a transfer risk, whatever it may be, but it arising from a foreign currency payments. If it is defaults on its obligations, if any foreign country defaults in its payments or in its obligations, so it's prominently associated with the macroeconomic performances and this political stability. Due to some political issues, due to some macroeconomic aspects or macroeconomic performances, if the country is unable to pay its obligations within the stipulated period of time, then country risk will exist, country risk will happen. Okay, so this is what country risk is, and this is types of credit risk: credit default risk, concentration risk, and country risk. Okay, so thank you all. Jai Shri Gurudev.